Imagine a 9-year-old girl. She's tethered to a ceiling beam by an elastic noose. She's drifting in and out of consciousness, her small body heavy with sedatives. While she sits in that dim room, 250 police officers and thousands of volunteers are screaming her name. They are scouring every inch of Dewsbury. They do this for 24 days. Unbeknownst to them, she was less than a mile from her own front door. And the woman weeping on the news every night, the mother begging for her daughter's safe return, she knew exactly where Shannon was. This is the Shannon Matthews case, and it isn't just a kidnapping. It's a story about a mother, a lie, and a 9-year-old girl who survived the one thing no child should ever have to: being betrayed by the person who was supposed to love her most. Shannon lived on Moorside Road, Dewsbury, a close-knit council estate. Her mother, Karen, was 32. To the world, they were an ordinary, struggling family. But here is the detail that almost nobody talks about. When toxicologists finally tested Shannon, they found something that stopped investigators cold. Shannon hadn't just been drugged during the kidnapping. The evidence suggests she had been regularly sedated, with prescription temazepam and travel sickness pills, for 2 years before she was ever reported missing. Whatever was happening to Shannon, it started long before the world knew her name. February 19th, 2008, 3:10 p.m. CCTV captures Shannon leaving her swimming lesson in her claret sweatshirt. That was the last time she was seen for 3 weeks. By 6:48 p.m, the 999 call is placed. What followed was one of the largest missing person operations since the hunt for the Yorkshire Ripper. The cost? £3.2 million. 3,000 homes searched, a £50,000 reward from the Sun. And right at the centre of the circus, Karen Matthews was everywhere. She sobbed, she pleaded. On Mother's Day, she looked straight into the lens and said, "Please, Shannon, if you are watching this, come home. I miss you." The public felt for her, but behind the scenes, people were whispering. They compared her to Madeleine McCann, who had vanished 10 months earlier. Shannon was a working-class girl from a northern estate, and the media treated her differently. The class divide was screaming. They had no idea they were looking for a child who had been handed over, deliberately, by her own mother. But the police, they were starting to notice something else. Karen's reactions weren't just working class, they were off. Why did she do it? Karen was inspired by the Madeleine McCann case. The McCanns were middle-class doctors, their reward fund was millions. Shannon's family was on benefits. I guess Karen saw a gap in the market and was hoping to cash in millions. The plan? Hide Shannon, wait for the reward to grow. The Sun had offered £50,000, then have an accomplice find her and split the cash. That accomplice was Michael Donovan. He was isolated, had a low IQ, and lived in a flat just 0.8 miles away. But the conditions inside that flat? They haunt you. Donovan rigged an elastic noose from a loft hatch to Shannon's waist, just tight enough to stop her reaching the door. He gave her a list of rules. He called it, "I promise you." No noise, no windows, no moving without permission. He even took her outside once or twice, on a lead, like a dog, while the volunteers searched the bushes just yards away. Day 24, March 14th. The breakthrough didn't come from a high-tech lab. It came from a neighbour who heard the tiny footsteps of a toddler in Donovan's flat. Officers call for backup. They use a door rammer. Bam! The flat appears empty. Then an officer hears a child's voice, muffled, coming from a bed. Shannon was found stuffed inside the storage drawer of a divan bed. And Donovan? He was hiding in the other drawer. When they pulled him out, he bit an officer like a cornered animal. Karen's story collapsed instantly. Once caught, Karen's grieving mother act evaporated. She gave 5 contradictory accounts in hours. The community she lied to? They felt a horror you can't name. They both got 8 years. Karen served 4. Today, she lives in a basement flat with a budgie named Bob. She calls the bird her baby boy. She still says she's innocent. And Shannon? Shannon is 26 now. She has a new name, a new face, and a new life. She has never spoken to the press. She has never spoken to her mother again. Some secrets are better left in the dark.